All right, so I did my part 4 of Smithville in the Smithville application and did the journal entries in the debt service for the street improvement fund and a few in the government activities journal as well. And then I exported my pre-closing trial balance. So that's what this first sheet of my Excel is. So this was just an output from Smithville. I didn't edit anything. And I did get the correct trial balance total of 75,000. And then I took the revenue and expenses off of here and used it to prepare the second sheet, which is a statement of revenue, expenditures, and changes in fund balance. So I have revenues, expenses, and then excess of revenue over expenditures for the 31,250, which is correct. And also have other financing sources of interfund transfers. So we end up with a fund balance of 6,250. And for this one, I just made it following a format similar to the textbook. I think it was like 6-3. I don't exactly remember, but the textbook had a column for serial bonds and term bonds and the total. And I put my numbers into term bonds since the bonds had a defined life period rather than serial bonds. And then just like I did for B, for C, it was just another statement of revenue and expenditures, but this was showing the budgeted versus actual. So I followed the textbook format that was referenced in the instructions for this one as well. And that had budgeted, actual, and actual over budgeted for each category. So serial, term, and the total. So again, I just put my numbers, the budget and actual, into term bonds and left serial bonds blank because I didn't think that that was applicable. And then I just have the total, which is just my term bonds. So here I just show the budget and actual, and same categories over here to the left as the statement I just showed. And then for this last one, this was like a new statement. So I again referenced the textbook format for the legal debt margin statement. So the last paragraph of the Smithville instructions had this first number that I got and also the 8% limit. So then I just multiplied that and got the 27 million. And then I knew that outstanding bonds was 3 million. So that gets subtracted and leaves us with the 24 million number, which is correct for the legal debt margin. And then per the instructions, I also just left a note at the bottom here, referring back to chapter 5's information about the 9 million bonds that were authorized but have yet to be issued. And it just said to leave a note about that. So I just left a note at the bottom there. And that concludes my legal debt margin statement. And that was everything I did for chapter 6 of Smithville.